This is every comic book movie that will be releasing in 2025, ranked by my excitement for them. Coming in at 6th place is Blade, and it will be releasing November 7th. And this movie has literally been in production hell for so long, to the point that the Mahershala Ali has almost left the project. But he has come out recently and said that they are making some pretty good progress and they're going to get back at it soon. So I do have a little hope left for the project, but compared to the other stuff on this list, it's not even close. Coming in at 5th place is Thunderbolts, and it will be releasing July 25th. And I feel like this project really should have came out this year with all of the Thunderbolt teases we got in 2021. It just felt like we got so many post-credit scenes and teases towards them, and then we just haven't seen anything for the past like year and a half. Really, my huge thing for this movie is that I'm not a huge fan of the team that they picked. I'm really only looking forward to seeing Yelena, Red Guardian, and US Agent again, and Bucky just feels like an odd pick. But the creative team for A24's Beef is behind this project, and I've heard really good things about that, even though I haven't seen it myself. But coming in at 4th place is Captain America 4, and before the recent bad news that came out about this project, it would have been much higher on this list, because while I didn't like Falcon and the Winter Soldier, I really enjoyed Sam Wilson as Captain America in that, and I was looking forward to seeing his solo outing. But it just came out recently that this movie will be going through extensive reshoots due to negative test scores, and those reshoots will run longer than Civil War's main shoot. Also, from all of the plot leaks, it felt more like a Hulk movie anyway. Coming in at 3rd place though is Fantastic Four, and I would like to have this a little higher, but I'd really just need to know the cast for this movie already. It's just kind of ridiculous that Superman Legacy, which we'll be talking about later, has announced almost its entire cast before this movie has gotten the main 4 cast members out. But regardless, I am still looking forward to this project because Max Shackman, who made WandaVision, is directing this movie, and that was my second favorite Disney Plus Marvel project. But coming in at 2nd place is Superman Legacy, and I really don't think there's an upcoming comic book movie that has more pressure on itself than this movie does, because it's our first solo Superman movie since 2013, and you have a whole side of the DC fandom that already doesn't want this movie to exist over the fact that Henry Cavill got replaced. And I feel like, honestly, DC fans just want a good universal spread out of this movie, just so that we can finally see a proper DC universe done in live action. And all of that depends on this movie's success. But I have a ton of faith in James Gunn. He's literally my favorite comic book movie director. I'm loving the casting of David Corenswet as Superman, and he's been getting jacked recently. Rachel Brosnahan looks like she's gonna play a really good Lois Lane, and Nicholas Hoult as Lex Luthor is literally a dream come true for me. But coming in at 1st place is The Batman Part 2. And if it weren't for Top Gun Maverick absolutely stealing the show last year, The Batman would have been my 2022 movie of the year. It just gave me everything that I've ever wanted in a Batman movie that the other ones lacked in the past. We finally got to see a deep dive at the detective side of the character, gave us a great Gotham City, every casting was spot on, Matt Reeves and Greg Fraser's duo for the cinematography and direction were just the chef's kiss, and Robert Pattinson is by far my favorite live action Batman, but not my favorite live action Bruce Wayne though. Basically, I love the Batman so much that this is my most anticipated comic book movie for 2025, even though we barely know anything about it so far. But how would you guys rank the comic book movies that are releasing in 2025?